The small town chapel was decorated with wildflowers and white lace, a symbol of new beginnings. Yet, for Clara, the moment became one of devastation. Her fiancé, who had promised loyalty and security, never arrived. Guests whispered as the minutes stretched into hours. In her arms, she held her newborn daughter, barely a month old, swaddled in a soft blanket. Instead of vows, there was silence and humiliation. Her parents looked on in quiet sorrow, and the townsfolk began to disperse, muttering judgments that stung deeper than words. Clara remained at the altar, clutching her child, determined not to let despair consume her. Little did she know, an unexpected figure would soon alter the course of her life forever. Just as Clara's strength began to waver, the church doors creaked open. In walked Ethan, a solitary rancher known for his quiet demeanor and distant lifestyle. The congregation hushed, recognizing the man who seldom appeared in public. Without hesitation, Ethan approached the altar, his boots echoing on the wooden floor. His weathered face revealed no emotion, yet his gaze lingered on Clara and the infant. While others judged, he simply extended his hand, not in pity, but in solidarity. Clara hesitated, unsure of his intentions. Then, with a firm nod, Ethan spoke his first words of the day, "You don't have to face this alone." Clara soon found herself on Ethan's ranch, surrounded by rolling pastures and the rhythmic sounds of cattle. The cabin was modest yet welcoming. Ethan provided shelter and security, asking for nothing in return. Days turned into weeks, and Clara began to notice the silent ways he cared, repairing the cabin roof, tending to her garden, and even rocking the baby to sleep when exhaustion overtook her. Though few words were exchanged, his actions spoke volumes. For the first time since the betrayal, Clara felt stability and safety. Yet questions lingered in her heart. Why had this man, a recluse with no apparent ties, stepped forward when no one else dared? Nay evening, beneath a sky ablaze with stars, Clara finally asked Ethan the question that weighed heavily on her heart. His silence stretched before he finally revealed fragments of his past, a lost family, years of isolation, and a vow never to love again. Yet, seeing Clara abandoned at the altar, holding her child with such fierce determination, stirred something within him, a reminder of the man he once was. Clara listened, her heart torn between gratitude and a growing affection she dared not confess. In his silence, she saw more than loneliness, she saw resilience, and perhaps, the promise of love reborn. As the seasons changed, so did their bond. Clara discovered that love need not be loud, nor does family have to be bound by blood. Ethan, once a silent figure in the town's periphery, became a father to the baby girl and a partner to the woman he had rescued from despair. The townsfolk, who once whispered in judgment, now looked upon the trio with admiration. Clara's abandoned beginning had transformed into a story of redemption. What started as humiliation at the altar became the foundation of a family chosen not by circumstance, but by courage and quiet devotion.